and this is the very beginning. Ari walked down the aisle in front of the stalls. Right, for some of you guys know, you all know what a fancy book is. You know, like knights and stuff, right? So we're not in modern day America or anything. Ari walked down the aisle in front of the stalls. Dust motes swirled around him in the light streaming through the stable doors. He checked the horses, making sure they had plenty of water and fodder for the evening. For almost 5 years since he turned 10, taking care of the horses at his uncle's inn was Ari's job. Before that, when he was little, he helped his older cousin. Ari's other cousin, Jar, was supposed to help too, but Jar's idea of helping was usually to threaten Ari with a beating and sneak off for a nap. Ari didn't mind. Whenever Jar did help, Ari would go behind him and redo everything. Ari worked hard to take good care of the guests' horses because he hoped to be a stable hand for a great lord someday, or maybe even get to drive a coach. He wanted to see more of the world than his uncle's inn. Good night, Ari told the horses. They watched him with liquid brown eyes as he swung shut the stable doors, the smell of cut hay wafting out. Across the inn yard, Ari could hear music and laughter spilling from the common room. The doorway leading into the walled yard, the one from his aunt's kitchen, was already shut for the night, as was the gate that closed off the inn from the street. Ari looked between the gate and the common room. Another good thing about Jar not helping was there was no one to tell on Ari when he snuck out. It was a perfect spring night, and although his uncle told him many times not to do it, Ari couldn't resist the forest beyond their village. It would be alive with the sounds and smells of spring, and when the sun finally fell below the horizon, the full moon would be nearly as bright as day. Ari loved it in the woods. He crossed the hard-packed earth of the inn yard to the gate. With a quick look around, he slid one side open and slipped through. He knew his uncle would come out later and latch it for the night, but there was an old apple tree leaning against the outside of the wall. Its branches draped in blossoms, and Ari had long since discovered he could climb it and use his strong limbs to get back into the yard. He paused in the alley outside, listening for any sign his departure had been observed. When no voice was raised to call him back, he snuck onward, through the dirt streets of the small town and into the fields beyond. Ari kept to the edges of the fields, following the low wall made of by years of stones pulled from the earth each spring. The last flickering orange glow of the sun left the sky just as Ari entered the forest, making it doubly dark. He paused, the coldness of the spring evening and his sudden lack of vision running a shudder through him. For a brief moment, he considered going back, his uncle's oft-repeated warnings about how dangerous wandering alone in the forest could be. Ari shook himself, shrugging off such childish fears. He would be 15 that summer. The woods were not scary. Ari was usually obedient. His aunt and uncle were kind, and he worked hard at the inn for them. They took him in when his parents died when he was very small, and Ari was always grateful for that. He had a good life at the inn, even if his cousin Jar made Ari do both their work. But he just couldn't seem to stay out of the woods that spring. The mystery of it, always looming beyond the neat fields surrounding the village, the space under the trees looking so dark and impenetrable, called out for exploration. All that past winter, Ari had felt something growing in him, and when spring came, the draw of the forest was more than he could resist. He stood still for a long moment, breathing in the combined smells of last fall's rotting leaves and spring's new growth, until his eyes adjusted. The moon rose early, so it wanted only the fading of daylight for the world to be bathed in its silver glow. Once he could see well enough not to walk headlong into a tree, Ari started forward. It was not bright enough to make navigation under the trees easy, but he knew his path, having a destination in mind. There was a clearing not far from where he was, and he would be able to sit and look up at the stars and listen to the cacophony of noises the spring forest made. Ari was almost to the clearing when a strange light flickered at the corner of his vision. He stopped, turning. Even though the moonlight was bright and the leaves on the trees still bundled into tight balls, waiting to bind together into impenetrable darkness. His heart stumbled in his chest, and he shook himself again, reminding himself there was nothing to be afraid of. Feeling foolish, he resumed his walk toward the clearing. He could see the clearing from further away than he expected, the moonlight glowing unnaturally bright inside it, making the journey seem strangely tedious. But as he neared, he saw the light inside the clearing was moving, coming bright from the left and flickering off to the right. Fear spread skeletal claws through him once more, pulling his skin taut and shortening his breath. Glowing creatures glowed through the empty space before him, running one after the other. Entranced, Ari crept to the edge of the trees, his fear fading as he took in the creature's beauty. He stared in wonder as one after another luminous beams glittered across the clearing. They were man-like, but bleached of color, and radiating light fit to rival the moon. Ari crouched low among the still dormant bramble, barely daring to breathe, lest he catch the attention of the beautiful creatures before him and scare one away. Here was surely something magical, something far beyond the realm of Ari's life at the inn. But one of the beings stumbled, falling to its knee. Ari half rose, nearly cried out, startled to see that hooded grace halted. The being looked around, and Ari saw fear and pain mar its glowing face. It turned to him, somehow sensing him, eyes picking Ari out among the brush. Its glow dimmed to reveal a seemingly normal man, clothed in loose-fitting white trousers and a long tunic slid up the sides for ease of movement. It clutched its side as if wounded. "Go back to the inn, boy," it called with a musical voice. "Danger runs alongside the Illuvians in the forest tonight." Ari opened his mouth to answer, but his words were stolen by the undulating